In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on July 29, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Milwaukee Brewers versus Boston Red Sox. The Milwaukee Brewers face the Boston Red Sox to start the last series in July, with both teams looking to improve ahead of the trade deadline. The Brewers have a 55-44 record, and with back-to-back wins, have the best record in the National League Central Division, while the Red Sox have a 50-50 record and with only 7 wins in July, have fallen to the bottom of the American League East Division. For the upcoming game, the Brewers will turn to Brandon Woodruff, who has only allowed 3 runs in his last 2 starts, as their starting pitcher, while the Red Sox will turn to Brayan Bello to start the game. Milwaukee is 4-0 in their last 4 games against the American League East and 5-1 in their last 6 games. The over is 6-1 in Milwaukee's last 7 games. Boston is 12-4 in their last 16 games against the National League Central and 15-7 in their last 22 game ones of a series. The over is 9-1 in Boston's last 11 Friday games. Milwaukee is 5-1 in these 2 teams' last 6 head-to-head meetings. Boston was able to salvage a series split against Cleveland, but they have not been playing well lately. To add to their issues, they are starting Brayan Bello, who has had a very rough 3 outings this season. Bello has allowed 14 runs over 12 innings pitched for the Red Sox this season. The Brewers, who average 4.64 runs per game, should constantly drive in runs, with Hunter Renfroe, Rowdy Tellez, and the rest of the lineup making hard contact against Brayan Bello and the rest of the Red Sox pitching staff to plate base runners at will. The Brewers should also limit the Red Sox lineup, with Brandon Woodruff building off of 2 starts where he only allowed 3 runs and pitching multiple scoreless innings to allow the bullpen to close out the game comfortably. Brandon Woodruff is pitching his best right now, which includes 21 hits and 7 runs allowed in his last 28.2 innings. Brayan Bello has been rocked in his first 12 career innings, and unfortunately, that's all we have to go off of right now. The Red Sox are looking to end the month on a high note and win the upcoming game and provide great odds in the process as home underdogs. The problem is that the Brewers are having a great season and look to overwhelm the Red Sox both in the field and at the plate. The Milwaukee Brewers have a clear edge on the mound here, and they're playing the better ball entering the series, so the Milwaukee Brewers money line is our full game side pick. Both teams have been carried by their lineups, and the upcoming game should reflect that, with both the Red Sox and Brewers driving in runs from the first inning. The Red Sox, who average 4.57 runs per game, should constantly drive in runs, with J.D. Martinez, Xander Bogaerts, and the rest of the batting order making hard contact against Brandon Woodruff and the rest of the Brewers pitchers. The Brewers, who have scored 17 runs in their last 2 games, should run up the score, with Hunter Renfroe, Rowdy Tellez, Christian Yelich, and the rest of the lineup powering the ball and swinging for the fences against the Red Sox pitchers to play base runners throughout the game. The Red Sox pitching staff has taken a beating as of late. The team has given up 7 or more runs in 6 of their last 7 losses, including the embarrassing 28-run night the Blue Jays put on them a week ago. While Woodruff will likely keep the Sox unusually weak lineup to 3 runs or less, I fully expect the Brewers to tack on between 8 to 10 runs against the Sox beleaguered staff. It will be an early bullpen game for the Sox and a runaway for the Brewers. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Cleveland Guardians versus Tampa Bay Rays. The Cleveland Guardians travel to Tampa Bay on Friday night to take on the Rays in a weekend set. The Guardians continue their chase of the first-place Twins in the American League Central Division and find themselves within 2 games of the top spot. The Rays are 3rd in the American League East behind the red-hot Blue Jays and the front-running Yankees. The pitching matchup on Friday night will feature righty Shane Bieber of the Guardians taking on lefty Jeffrey Springs of the Rays. Cleveland is 7-3 in their last 10 games overall and 5 25-11 in their last 16 road games, while the over is 4-1 in their last 6 road games against a team with a winning record. Tampa Bay is 12-1 in their last 13 games against a team with a winning record and 77-36 in their last 113 home games, while the over is 4-0 in their last 4 games against a team with a winning record. Both the Guardians and Rays are getting their weekend series started without any rest. They both just finished up their series against other American League East teams in the Red Sox and Orioles, respectively, on Thursday. Similarly, they'll also both be taking the trip down to Tampa for this series. Without much advantage for either side in that regard, there is great value on the Rays at this price. The fact that they are even favorites in this opener says more than it may appear on the surface. The Guardians are starting their ace, Shane Bieber, while the Rays are going with a former reliever in Jeffrey Springs. It seems oddsmakers are also beginning to accept the fact that ace is more of just a default title rather than being indicative of Bieber's performances this season. Bieber is 4-6 on the year and is having a particularly bad month. He opened it up by allowing 5 runs to the league's lowest scoring team, the Tigers, in an 8-2 loss. Then his most recent performance was allowing another 5 runs within 2 innings in a 6-3 loss to the White Sox. There's no denying the Rays haven't been perfect to start the second half of their season, but they can rally behind pitcher Jeffrey Springs. The Guardians have been awful against lefties this season, with a .612 OPS against them. That's better than only the Marlins and below teams like the Athletics. The Rays also have the league's 8th best bullpen coming in behind Springs. Also having Brandon Loback in the lineup makes things even better for the Rays. I get the reasoning for wanting to back Cleveland with the arguable staff ace on the mound and Shane Bieber. However, Bieber's been roughed up a fair bit in his last couple of starts on the road, and I'm just not looking to back him in that current form. Jeffrey Springs hasn't been terrible, and the Rays feel like they need this win to start building up some momentum after really looking stagnant for the last couple of weeks. So the Tampa Bay Rays money line is our full game side pick. This total is set as if Bieber is matched up with Tampa Bay's Shane McClanahan. However, Tampa Bay's lefty ace won't be on the mound, and Bieber is not even of the same caliber. This game may not get to double digits, but this current total seems a bit too low. Another reason for this low total is likely due to both teams having solid bullpens. However, keep in mind that they are both traveling into this matchup having just finished up 4-game series hours earlier. While the fatigue will be kicking in for them, the Rays allowed 2 of their best hitters, Randy Arozarena and Yandy Diaz, to rest on Thursday. With Lowe also healthy, the top of Tampa Bay's lineup can get things started early. While it's true the Guardians struggle against lefties, we are only in need of a couple of runs. That's more than possible with Jose Ramirez in the lineup. He's been one of the best hitters all season and leads the American League in doubles. Springs is a lefty, but he isn't Clayton Kershaw either. This may not be the Dodgers versus Yankees, but this game should end with 7 or more runs. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Oakland Athletics versus Chicago White Sox. The Oakland Athletics are beginning a 3-game series on Friday night against the Chicago White Sox at Guaranteed Rate Park. Oakland is sending right-hander James Kaprielian to pitch here and is coming off a no decision against the Texas Rangers, where he went 5 shutout innings and gave up 2 hits, a hit by pitch, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Chicago is having veteran righty Lance Lynn on the mound and is coming off a no decision against the Cleveland Guardians as he threw 6 shutout innings as he gave up 3 hits with a walk and 6 strikeouts. The Chicago White Sox are 8-2 in their last 10 games versus a starter with a WHIP greater than 1.3 and are 39-13 in their last 52 games versus a team with a winning percentage below .400. The Athletics are 4-12 in their last 16 Friday games and are 1-4 in their last 5 after allowing 2 runs or less in their previous game. The Athletics are also 1-6 in their last 7 games following an off day. These pitchers have been on 2 different levels this season, as James Kaprielian is 1-2 with a 4.87 ERA and 8 road starts, while Lance Lynn is 1-1 with a 5.16 ERA and 4 home starts thus far. Looking at the BABIP throughout the month of July, these teams are at 2 completely different tiers, as Oakland is 29th in the sport with a .261 BABIP, while Chicago is 5th in the majors with a .318 BABIP so far. So the Chicago White Sox to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Neither team has been doing well with their power strokes thus far, as Oakland has hit 83 team home runs in 101 games, while Chicago has hit 98 homers as a team in 98 games up to this point. The pitching staffs in the previous 30 days have shown that both teams are going to limit the amount of runs scored against them, as the Athletics are 14th with a 3.87 team ERI, while the White Sox are 10th with a 3.69 team ERI in those games. The under is 4-0-3 in their previous 7 games against one another. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.